Chicken rice, the quintessential Singaporean meal. Warm aromatic rice, juicy chicken slices, accompanied with that all-encompassing chili. Different spots have different iterations of the dish, but regardless, you wouldn't be upset seeing that on the dinner table. Here's to honouring traditions and embracing every flavour. Welcome to Same Dish But Different.
Welcome to the first episode of Same Dish But Different.
Woo! Hello!
Hello!
And today we are presenting to you guys chicken rice.
Damn, that looks good.
And here are the sauces for the chicken rice.
Of course, the chili.
This looks significantly more like a conventional plate of chicken rice.
Yeah.
It's a steamed chicken kind,
This
right?
is giving more like the Nasi Ayam. It's like the fried
I
chicken.
can see, yeah. Then whole lot of vegetables as well. And this one only has the chili sauce, whereas this one has the ginger.
Okay, I think you do the rice first. That's
Yeah,
the most
sure,
important
sure,
part
yeah.
about chicken rice. Wow, it looks quite glistening actually. Okay, I'm gonna try. Actually, I like how the rice is like, you can feel every grain, but it's still nicely coated with like I think there's like the chicken stock, the oil. Okay, I'm gonna try the chicken next. Okay, I think you try the next bit of chicken rice. Actually, visually it's quite a chunky piece. It looks crispy also. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Nice.
Why do you have to move so fast? Are you starving?
I am actually.
Wow, it's good.
So do you all know which chicken rice belongs to which culture?
I think this is giving a very traditional, like a Chinese chicken rice.
Yeah, like a
Chinese kampong chicken
Hainanese-
rice. Yeah, Hainanese.
Hainanese one, right?
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. This is usually what I'll get if I order from like a Malay store.
I mean, I've eaten like those Holla chicken rice a lot of times. They try to mimic like the steamed and roasted chicken rice, but this one is like, it's another beast, you know. It's like taking influences from Malay cuisine and then like creating something new out of it, you know. You feel like you could go for a lot more than just like a few bites, yeah.
Yeah, I want more.
Yeah, go for more. I'm helping myself.
I want to take this though.
Hi, my name is Majdiah. I'm 53.
Hi, my name is Natalie. I'm the owner of Nats Chicks.
And I cook chicken rice. Before I actually become a homemaker, I'm actually used to be in the media industry doing advertising and marketing for a fashion magazine. I actually started cooking after I got married. And the two persons that really inspire me are actually my late mom and my mother-in-law. Both of them are really a good cook. And for my mom, basically, I kind of grew up with her, with all her dishes.
I started cooking since COVID times when we were stuck at home. So it actually access to the opportunity that we can learn from my dad, which is the very original Hainanese chicken rice recipe. I would say every dad is a hero in their child's eyes, including my dad as well. He started chicken rice since 20 years old. Yeah, so it's a very long chicken rice journey. He committed fully in chicken rice for his lifetime. So the reason why I made the switch was because my brother wanted to jump ship from his corporate life, and I thought it's a good opportunity that I can bring back the childhood memory of the chicken rice days that I remember.
My daughter, she loves chicken rice in general. You name it, Hainanese or different types, right? She challenged me one day and said, "Mama, why don't you try and cook for us?" So I actually cooked my version, and since then, no looking back, the whole family loves it, and it becomes a comfort food in the family. As and when I say, "Okay, what shall I cook today?" and they will say, "Chicken rice."
The Hainanese immigrant, right? Back then, they travel to Southeast Asia, bringing their own culture, including their food as well. So yeah, my grandparents are one of them. In Hainan, right, the Hainanese chicken, we say it as kampong chicken, but it's more of like, yeah, free range. We call it free range nowadays. These are the chicken that they have like very firm meat. The skin is way yellowish than what we see in Singapore. As for the rice itself, right, they add nothing. So just the broth itself to cook the rice. It's not like as flavorful as what we have tried nowadays.
My favorite part of chicken that I always use is actually the boneless leg. Reason being because it's juicier and it's easier to eat because there is a skin on it and it just makes the whole taste wonderful.
But I would say chicken is the first important thing because that's how you extract the flavor to your soup, and that soup will actually eventually cook your rice and everything. I would choose kampong chicken over broiler chicken. First reason is because it's nearer to what we eat in Hainan Island. And secondly is the healthier option. So there is no injection like antibiotics or even the growth hormone. The meat will be sweeter and firmer. So why is it sweeter also? Because they are corn fat.
First and foremost, I will boil the chicken together with garlic, lemongrass, ginger and spring onion until 3/4 kind of cook.
The first step, we have to cook chicken. We have to prepare the broth, adding in ginger, garlic and some salt. When the water starting to boil, you will dunk the chicken in.
After I actually boil the chicken, I will start the marination. I will actually put oyster sauce, like soya sauce, dark sauce. I know there's a lot of sauces. Garlic, a little bit of chili powder. Pull everything together and keep it put aside for 1 hour before you fry it.
As for the rice itself, you'll pre-fry the ingredient, including chicken oil to extract the oil, garlic, ginger, and pandan leaf. Usually for chicken rice, we will use the extract chicken oil. However, even though it can achieve the fragrance, but it can be unhealthy and sinful. Somehow I managed to find a proportion which is cut half of the chicken fats and replace using chicken collagen soup. The collagen will coat on the rice itself, even though it's lesser fats, but you still achieve that glossiness in your chicken rice.
Rice is very important. To me, the fragrance is also very important.
It tastes very different actually.
It's a lot more ginger
Yeah,
forward when
I
you
think
think.
I taste more
the ginger
ginger.
is a lot
Yeah.
more forward. Yeah.
It's slightly more savoury also actually.
I would like to actually saute my chicken rice paste first before I kind of like put together to the rice. Butter is more nutty, it's milk based, so it gives actually, you know, the lemak taste. And then I will saute paste garlic, lemongrass, ginger. Lemongrass just give that lovely fragrant aroma to your food, and of course it will actually eliminate out like the chicken smell. Not just chicken rice, I think we use a lot of lemongrass in rendang, in other Malay dishes like asam pedas. So yeah, it's very common for us.
Like when I eat this, right, I was somehow taken to like, Bali massages, and I couldn't put my finger on why. But then now I realize because after Bali massage, they always serve me lemongrass drink.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the ginger forward taste that we initially taste was actually lemongrass.
Maybe
And
that's
more
the
ginger.
unknown flavour that I have in my
Yeah.
mouth. Because when I taste the rice, right, I taste the
Yeah.
ginger, but there's this other note.
Then I will take a bit of the chicken broth and put inside the rice, and also I will just put pandan leaf to make it fragrant.
After we take out the chicken from the boiling water, we will dunk into this ice cold bath to cool down the chicken and stop the cooking process. It will create a very firm texture. There will be collagen that will be hiding under all the skin.
In between the skin and the chicken, there's like a little bit of the gelatinous part.
Yeah. It strikes the right balance between tender and like having that bite, I think.
So after marination, you're all set to fry. Before that, you will dust it with corn flour, and I will fry one side for about like 4 minutes because I want to make sure that it's really crunchy before I actually turn on the other side.
So the 3 other sauces, chili, ginger and dark sauce, only started to adapt when we are in Southeast Asia due to the access to spices. Chicken rice chili, the first step, because we homemade everything. So we have chili padi, garlic, and something I add into my chicken rice chili is calamari.
What is chicken rice without chicken rice chili? Whoa, it's quite spicy.
careful there.
It's more on the garlicky side, which I like.
Wait, spicy.
Yeah, it is quite spicy. Yeah.
Water, please.
So my chili is preferred to be the spicier version. I don't give chance for anyone because Singaporean like spicy food, including myself.
Now we talk about the chili, which is also very important for me. I use fresh red chilies, a little bit of chili padi, maybe 1 or 2. I will put garlic inside that, put a little bit of lime, and of course the sugar and salt together with it. And then I will actually recook again, and I will put a little bit of the chicken broth. For me, it's like I just wanted to get away from the raw taste.
I don't know why it has a very familiar taste.
No, you know what I mean? It's like a lot sweeter.
Yeah, it's very
a lot
much sweeter.
Yeah.
Which actually complements with the rice because the rice is a bit more savory.
Yeah.
So now it balances it out.
For the ginger, also again, fresh ingredient. So we will de-skin it, chop finely and put it inside the blender. Chicken broth and chicken oil are added in both chili and ginger sauce. The chicken oil will give a very smooth texture.
How I actually assembled the whole dish is actually the most important, of course, the rice, the chicken at the side of the rice, tomatoes, cucumber, and some lettuce.
We will assemble the chicken rice by placing the rice, few slices of cucumber, followed by the chopped chicken, drizzle with soy sauce and sesame oil, and your chicken rice is ready.
It's pretty incredible how one iconic dish, chicken rice, can take on so many forms, shaped by different cultures, backgrounds, and personal stories. In a country as diverse as ours, food isn't just something we eat. It's how we connect and celebrate our similarities and differences. Whether it's poached or fried, every version tells its own story. And somehow, no matter how different it looks or tastes, it still feels like home.
Okay, today is the first day of Same Dish But Different! S, D, B, D.
Basically, this is one of the biggest shoots that we have ever done because we have so many ding dong ding dong.
We're gonna be busy and it's a 4-man team today.
Put the SB in the rice cooker. Step 1. Let it cook.
Never mind, let's get a car.
Thank you for watching this episode of Same Dish But Different.
If you like this episode, you can check out more there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye!
Bye!